I'm not understanding how Taco Bell could think that bringing back all these old menu items and even adding new menu items is just as good as bringing back an Apple Empanada.
No, bring back the empanada.
Every time I see, a article or something about Taco Bell bringing back a fan favorite, blah blah, I always get my hopes up, thinking that okay, we're gonna bring back the Apple Empanada, and then it never does.
Nope.
And then instead they bring back, they bring some bullshit like
The
a
cheesy
new
Japalino Mexican pizza.
Yeah. Well, they came out with the strawberry cinnamon twist.
Oh.
Which they're not bad.
Sounds good.
Sounds
fine.
I think they're technically strawberry twist. I don't think it's a strawberry cinnamon twist.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. I believe that if you want to be a successful restaurant, you got to have some kind of dessert, some kind of sweet treat.
Yeah,
you do. And now Taco Bell has cinnamon twist. You got strawberry twist. They got those Cinnabon donut hole looking things.
I love those.
Oh, they're fantastic. A little pricey.
Fair food. Yeah.
Yeah, but until they bring back the Apple Empanada, I don't think they ever really achieved anything.
Yeah.
Like, they brought back the Mexican pizza, and now that's here to stay. Now they have a new modified version of it where it's like there's like jalapenos and stuff on it, which is still good. I find myself eating a lot more Taco Bell than I used to.
Yeah.
Which I still try to be conscious of it. But like I don't order Taco Bell like I used to. Like I'm trying to be more, eating enough to where I'm not hungry, not until I'm full.
Right.
Cause like back in the day, like I would order like a Crunchwrap Supreme, 3 tacos, a large drink, and, stuff like that. Now it's more like, I'll buy 2 chicken tacos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day, Taco Bell is where you go when you want to eat enough to hate yourself.
Oh, God, yeah.
You're like, it's just me, but give me that taco 12-pack.
Right. Well, and because they're smart about it, to the fact that, they're open past midnight.
Right. Make 3 of them soft tacos, 3 of them crunchy tacos, 3 of them Doritos Locos orange, and 3 of them Doritos Locos blue. They're like, you mean nacho cheese and Cool Ranch? You're like, no, I said what I said.
Yeah.
Also a large Baja Blast.
You start ordering tacos based on color and shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, and okay, so I don't know the last time you ever ordered a Doritos Locos taco.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, they don't have that sleeve anymore.
Really? They're just regular tacos now?
They're just regular, there's some regular wrappers. And not only that, you remember a soft shell taco used to come in that different wrapper where it had that little pocket in it?
Oh, yeah. I forgot
not
about
anymore. That. Yeah, not anymore. Now it's just in a regular wrapper.
Huh.
Which, I guess I'm fine with for, in the sense that, it doesn't really matter. The wrapper doesn't make the taco. But, if I order a soft shell taco now, it almost kind of seems like, they instead of wrapping it up, they're rolling it up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's always cool when things are being brought back. When you look at the wraps at Jimmy John's, they bring those back for the summer. Well, now they're here to stay.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
maybe I'll try one now that they're here to stay, because I always forget to eat them during the summer.
They're very good. I love them. There's one that it was back during the summer, but it's not a permanent mainstay now. They actually replaced it with a different one. But the Caesar chicken one's good. The jalapeno ranch one's good. The new one they came out with, the Italian wrap, is fantastic. But they used to have I want to say it's an Asian sauce.
Nice. Like a teriyaki chicken, or?
It's kind of like teriyaki, but it wasn't called teriyaki. I'm going to see if I can look it up here real quick. It was very good. The sauce is what made it phenomenal. But they didn't keep that one around, and they probably didn't because they realized the wraps that they do have, that they did keep, they can make with the everyday stuff that they have.
Right.
Return of summer wraps. Let's see here.
I did see that you can order croutons on your sandwich now if you want.
Yeah, and that's because the Caesar wrap has them.
Yep.
Thai chicken, the Thai chicken.
Oh,
wrap.
yeah, the Thai chicken wrap. Okay.
Yeah, that one didn't stick around. That'll
be their summer one now.
Yeah.
Like, you can have wraps all year, but now it's August, so have a Thai chicken wrap before it goes away until next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One thing that I did like, that I noticed that's going to happen for the first time in I don't know how long, is like hamburger days.
Oh, yeah! McDonald's bringing hamburger days back.
Yeah. Which is weird because I don't know if you remember when hamburger days usually were.
No, I don't remember when they were.
It was around tax time. It was actually April 20th was hamburger days.
Brilliant.
Which...
Well, their hamburger days used to be way cheaper.
Yeah, so, because it used to be because you used to be able to get the hamburger or the cheeseburger. This time it's just the McDoubles.
Yeah. Instead of being 15 cents, it's 50 cents.
Yeah.
And only if you order through the app. I wish we were sponsored by McDonald's. This would be a great time to be sponsored by McDonald's, the way we're going on about this.
Oh, God. Even if it wasn't like a sponsorship, but like a donation, like, hey, listen, like, pay us for this one episode.
Right.
Because it's coming out on Monday. The hamburger days is happening this coming Monday, but also Wendy's is getting in on it. And I think they're selling their burgers for like a penny.
What?
Yeah. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this coming Monday, which is the 18th, Wendy's is doing, I think, penny burgers.
Yeah, junior bacon cheeseburger for 1 cent for 4 days.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's just an app thing, too. But, yeah. So for those of you who want to go out and get some cheap food, well, cheap food for cheap now, head to McDonald's or Wendy's on Monday, September 18th. And I'll put this episode out maybe Sunday, tomorrow.
That's smart. Help some people out.
Yes, 100%. That just means the episode we just recorded I'll put out later on like Wednesday or some shit.
Yeah. So like for $2.50, you could feed yourself all week. At lunch every day.
Yeah.
And that's at McDonald's. So for 5 cents.
Limit, right?
I'm sure there is. I remember on those days you could like my dad would sometimes walk in and order like it seemed like 100. It was probably only like 20 or 30. Just regular burgers and just come home with a big old sack of them. It was great. Yeah. Might have only been 10 or 15. I don't remember. I was little.
Well, the hamburger days used to have a limit on what you could order. And what we used to do is Mom would drop us off, give us money, we'd go inside, and we would order whatever, and she'd go through drive-thru.
Aha.
So and I think it was just me and Nick. I think Sherry was still a little bit too young to go order food by herself. But Mom would go through the drive-thru, order the burgers and drive-thru, and then I would go up to the counter, order burgers. Nick would go up to the counter, order burgers and stuff. So then we got like 3 different orders of burgers. Because I want to say it was like maybe like 5. Like 5 was the limit or some shit. Working those were actually, they're pretty fun.
I believe that.
A lot of people think like it's hell, which, it was, for this, for like the midday kind of ones. But because I was still in school, when I did it was in the evenings, and we just made a bunch of them at once. It was like the true sense of fast food. Like Joe, I know you worked in like the food business, but did you ever learn the difference between fast food and quick service?
No.
Okay. So for those of you who've done the fast food business kind of thing, you guys could, agree with what I'm saying or deny it. Either way, this is how I was explained it. But McDonald's kind of pride themselves on never being known as fast food. They were technically known as quick service. And the difference is fast food restaurants has pre-made food to where you could turn around, grab the burger, and go.
Aha.
basically what McDonald's was in the very beginning was, hey, can I get, and this was obviously before they came out with the chicken sandwiches and the chicken nuggets and the quarter pounders with cheese and the Big Macs. This was just when it was just hamburgers, cheeseburgers. That's it.
Right. Sure.
So you would have a spot, which McDonald's calls it an HLZ, a heated landing zone. Yes, I still remember that from when I worked at McDonald's 20 years ago.
Sure.
15, 18, whatever. That you would, say, oh, let me get 3 cheeseburgers. Okay, turn around, grab them, put them in a bag, and there you go. Arby's
one
is like
per
that.
customer. Sorry, I was just looking at the McDonald's limit. 1 per customer you can get.
Really? That's it?
I'm out.
God, what's the limit on Wendy's? Does Wendy's have a limit?
I'll look.
It's probably 1.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll let you know.
No, you're fine. It's probably one penny bacon cheeseburger with like a purchase of something else.
Yeah.
But Arby's is fast food. They pre-make their sandwiches or their Arby's sandwiches, and they're in the heated landing zones, ready to go. But McDonald's is considered quick service because when you order the food, they make it instantly. Taco Bell is quick service. Like any place where you order your food that's not already sitting there that they can grab and go is considered quick service.
Interesting.
Yeah. So fun fact for all you guys out there. If it's not pre-made and to grab and go, it's fast. It's quick service. If it's already pre-made, fast food. So
weird.
Yeah.
Weird distinction, but fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. But I don't know why people think like the term fast food is not as good as the term quick service.
It sounds the same to me. Quick service sounds a little nicer, but like, how fast am I getting my food? Is it less than a minute? It's fast food.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you go to McDonald's and you order shit in the drive-thru and they ask you to pull up and wait, that's no longer quick service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's weird, like, and I can understand it, like, if somebody came to the drive-thru and said, can I get, 12 10-piece chicken McNuggets? Yeah, you're gonna wait. But when somebody comes through and is like, yeah, can I get 2 steak, egg, and cheese bagels? And they're like, okay, before we gotta drop more steak. Like, you don't have 2 steaks? Like, how do you, unless 8, steak sandwiches are ordered before you, there shouldn't be a wait.
Right. By the way, yes, you're right. It is with any purchase.
Wendy's is?
Yeah, 1 cent with any purchase.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Sounds like Wendy's.
Fucking Wendy's. Yeah. I do gotta try the pumpkin frosty. I think that did officially come out this past Tuesday.
Exciting. I know I won't like it, but I'm gonna get it anyway.
Why don't you think you like it?
I don't care for pumpkin spice. Yeah, I don't like pumpkin really generally. But.
What about pumpkin pie?
Not a fan.
Really? What about sweet potato?
I like sweet potato.
Same thing.
Nope.
To me,
I don't know why. Totally different.
To me, the taste is the exact same.
Yeah, I don't know why. For me, totally different.
When we get together and do the videos, which guys, we are gonna do the hot sauce video. Just my vacation got really busy and I got backed up on shit, so we weren't able to record the video this week. But me and Joe will get together and we will record it. I will go out and I'm going to buy a pumpkin pie and a sweet potato pie, and you will blind taste them. Because to me they taste the same.
Yeah.
The only thing to me that I think is different about them, and you're probably gonna know the difference, is that I think sweet potato pies are a little more denser than pumpkin pies.
I can see that.
But when it comes to flavor, to me, is the same damn thing. It tastes no different.
Interesting.
Which I don't know. I mean, I wonder if people actually eat pumpkin as much as, like they do like squash and zucchinis.
I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't. I think for the most part, you can. I mean, you can, but I think a lot of people don't.
I wonder if we're gonna make a call on the podcast.
All right.
How's that?
We actually have a great recipe for pumpkin chili.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where I'm going with this.
Oh.
Hey, Carl.
What's up?
Hey, real quick, just so you know, I'm recording the podcast right now with Joey, so this call is going to go onto the podcast show. So don't say anything stupid.
Too late.
Yeah. You can't hear Joey because he's through my headphones, but Joey can hear you.
Yep. Hi.
Joey says hi.
Hello.
Hey, so we're talking real quick about pumpkin. Well, first off, I have a belief that sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie taste the same.
Very similar.
So, Joey thinks they're completely different, which is also a valid
Oh, I think
point.
they're similar, but I think I could tell the difference.
Tell the difference, yeah. But my question was, to Joey was, is it possible that people are eating pumpkin as much as they would like zucchini and squash and stuff? Because they're really all the same vegetable. But it reminded me that you made, I believe it was last year, like a pumpkin soup.
Stew.
Oh, I love
Stew, yeah. So my question is, how do you make the pumpkin stew?
Well, the biggest thing is you make the stew just like you'd normally make it. But when you're all done and you got it all you're putting it all together inside of a pumpkin.
Ooh.
And you don't put potatoes in it because the pumpkin acts like the potato. So you just have your veggies, your beef, and all that, and after you brown the beef and all that stuff, get it all put together, then you pour it inside the pumpkin, then you bake the whole thing in the oven. And after a couple hours, it's delicious.
So
Sounds delicious.
So in my mind, what I thought you did was you cut up the pumpkin, or a pumpkin, like you would zucchini and squash, and put like chunks of pumpkin in there. Is that not what you're doing with it?
Yes, you do that.
Oh, you do it. Okay. do.
But you don't take all of the sides out of the pumpkin till you get it cooked, and then you just, when you scoop out, you actually scoop out some of the pumpkin chunks too.
Oh, smart.
Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. Yeah, because Joey brought up pumpkin chili. And again, like I said, like, you know, like in my mind, is it possible that people are actually out there eating pumpkins like they would squash and zucchini? Joey doesn't think that. Okay, and you don't either. See, in my mind, is like maybe it is in other places. It's just not norm in our circle of people.
It's not norm that I know of in at least 4 states.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
At least 4 states. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I know that nobody does it in Indiana, Illinois, Florida, or Tennessee.
I believe it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look more into that, because I'm assuming it's not, you know, like, I'm assuming people aren't out there buying pumpkins just to cut them up and, like, you know, cook them as like they would like a zucchini or a squash. But there's got to be more life for a pumpkin other than, you know, either a jack-o'-lantern or you know, a decoration at Thanksgiving.
It is. It's called pie.
There's got to be more than just that, you know.
Not typically. Most people don't do anything with pumpkin other than pie.
Well, I think we got to change that.
I have attempted to slowly do that by making pumpkin stew.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so like when people make, like, well, Mom does it. She makes, like, zoodles, the zucchini noodles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
There's got to be a way to do that with a pumpkin.
Well, there probably is, but nobody's done it yet.
Yeah.
So that would be your claim to fame there, Trav.
So me and Joey are going to buy you a shit ton of pumpkins, and you're going to start making a bunch of pumpkin dishes, and we're going to shoot a video while eating all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know. And you're not going to get paid for it. It's going to be done out of the goodness of your heart. So.
Okay.
So,
I'll help. I'll sous chef.
Yes. So okay, that's all those ones. Like I said, I mean, I remember you making the pumpkin stew, and I was like, you know, it's a lot easier if I just called him and he explained it than me trying to text with you while doing the show. So
yeah. I appreciate that, because I hate texting and talking at the same time.
That's right. All right, we'll let you go. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Joseph, love you, mate. There's gotta be.
I just sent you in a text message. I found a website with 54 pumpkin recipes.
Okay.
And actually, I'm also going to send it to my wife because I think she's going to like some of these.
So, but there's gotta be a area where it's a norm.
I would think New England.
Okay, so you're thinking east, like northeast.
Yeah.
I can see northeast. But what about like worldwide? Are pumpkins? Do you think people grow pumpkins in other countries?
I feel. That's a hard question. No, I don't know. Because, like in Ireland, for example, they use turnips instead of pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns.
See,
so I don't think pumpkins are. I think pumpkins are a New World fruit. It's weird to call it a fruit. New World vegetable? I don't know.
Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable?
I don't know.
See, yeah, in my mind, there has to be more than, Carl says pumpkin pie, but there has to be more to the existence of pumpkins than just either growing it for a pie or growing it just for a decoration.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand, like, those, what those little pumpkins called? Gourds?
Yeah, gourds.
Gourds. Okay, those can be decorative. Fine. Like a pine cone. But people are out there making, like, pine cone soup.
That's true.
I'm thinking, like, whatever people do with zucchinis and with squashes, they got to be doing it with pumpkins too.
Yeah.
I know they're making like pumpkin seeds. I get that and shit, but there's got to be more to like.
There's different kinds of pumpkins too. Mm-hmm. So like the pumpkin that you use for jack-o'-lantern isn't really an eating pumpkin, except for the seeds. So it really is, that one's only really grown for decoration. But then there's like pie pumpkins and I don't know what else, actually. My wife does. I'm not a pumpkin person. I never have been.
You know who might know about pumpkins?
Who?
Josh.
He probably does.
Right? He has to grow pumpkins on his farm, right?
I don't know. Because I guess they're trying to go year round. So yeah, they probably do.
Right. We'd have to ask him.
Fork. Go to their website, see if they have.
Yeah, there just has to be more to life for a pumpkin than just, like I said, just that.
They got an online shop now.
Yeah, was that Fox in the Grove or something like that?
Fox at the Fork.
Fox what?
Fox at the Fork.
Fork, gotcha. Yeah.
No pumpkins on their site.
Not to be confused with Fox and the Hound, classic Disney movie.
Right.
Or Foxcatcher, horrible docu movie.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't know what that is.
It's this really rich dude created a wrestling training facility, and went crazy because he wasn't getting the recognition he thought he was owed, and he ended up killing somebody.
Wild.
Steve Carell was in it. The dude who played the most recent Hulk was in it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I've never seen it myself. I just know the story of Foxcatcher because Kurt Angle, who is a very well-known professional wrestler and also won a gold medal at the Olympics, was part of Foxcatcher.
Interesting. 2014.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a pretty messed up story.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But in the end of the day, Taco Bell bring back empanadas.
Do it.
Yeah, why not? Why not,
Yeah. Everything Apple has changed recently. Like the apple fritter at Dunkin' Donuts used to be really good and now it sucks. And McDonald's had a pretty good apple fritter, not very good anymore. Like it's like they just suddenly stopped having access to good apples or something, which is weird because there are people working all the time to produce really good apples.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's been a while since I actually ordered an apple pie from McDonald's. I went through McDonald's not too long ago because I wanted to try their Oreo pie.
Yeah.
Which it's fantastic, by the way.
I've never had a bad pie from McDonald's.
Yeah.
They've all been delicious.
Well, when I went to go order an Oreo pie, they told me that they're out of Oreo pies and I could either have an apple pie or I could wait, like 12 minutes. And I was like, no, just give me the apple pie, whatever. They kind of changed their apple pies. And it's not, they didn't change it for the bad. It was still good.
Yeah, but actually we still really like their apple pies. They're not as good as they used to be, but they're fine. They're
not as filling as they used to be.
Yeah. They're a little smaller. They're not deep fried.
Yeah, and they, it's almost like they kind of turned into like a bag of chips. A lot of air, a lot of space inside them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to McDonald's to get like a sweet treat and everything, I just recommend cookies. You get like a baker's dozen for like a little over $5. Delicious.
Yeah.
Or make cookies at home, be a good mother. I don't fucking know.
I do love some homemade cookies. You know who has the best cookie recipe is Houston.
Really?
Oh my God, his cookies are so good.
Not to judge Houston in any way, but every time I see him and he makes something, I have to think to myself, is there weed in here?
Right. He would never, I really truly believe he would never waste weed by serving it to somebody else as food.
I don't believe he would. I don't believe he would either. And I believe that if he did put it in food, he would give you a heads up 100%.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
But in my mind, like every time I see Houston, I'm like, this guy seems like the kind of person who wants other people to have more of an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
And like he would just like he would logically tell himself like, if I just put a little bit in here, we could all be okay.
Yeah, like a magic mushroom risotto.
Yeah. I'm not saying he would. I'm not saying he would ever do it, but he just puts off the aura of, "Hey, why don't you try one of these brownies?"
Right?
Why? What's in it? It's just brownie, bro.
Yeah, it's got Dutch processed cocoa.
But Houston, I from conversation I had with Houston, it seems like he took up cooking as a pretty strong hobby for him.
He loves to cook.
Yeah.
Which I get it. I love to cook. It's like a whole family thing, it feels like.
Well, when you're by yourself and you have nothing to do and everything, you gotta find a hobby.
Yeah.
Mine is sitting at home binge watching 3 different shows on 3 different streaming apps.
Yeah, I'm doing like 12 podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like something. What's up?
Speaking of podcasts, I think I might have finally settled on my podcast idea.
What's your podcast idea?
Well, it's going to be out of order. But I was thinking about the podcast that comes out later this week. Where we were talking about Bible stories that you didn't know.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking about Bible B-sides. I think that'd be really fun. Talk about all the stories that like never get told from the Bible. I think that'd be really a good time.
I do like that. Is that what you want us to do, or is that something you want?
I was thinking that. I was thinking us. It'd be great.
Yeah, tell the stories that are never told.
Yeah.
If you had to guess. If you had
do a little exegesis of them, talk a little bit about like how they could still be applicable even though they're weird as heck.
Yeah. If you had to guess how many of those stories you think exist.
Based on my experience, at least 100.
Okay.
I mean, I think you could get very easily like 4 25 episode seasons out of it.
Okay. Well, let's do this show. Let's make that a thing. I think we should still stick with the Book of Joe. I think that's still a solid name. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. I'm also eating an apple.
Oh, okay. Well, I need you to confirm or deny if your agreement. Do you want to stick with the name The Book of Joe?
I don't know.
Oh.
I do like the name of that. But I also like Bible B-sides. But also that exists. So I guess it's going to have to be Book of Joe.
Bible B-sides.
Book of Joe, Bible B-sides.
Bible B-sides does exist?
Yeah. There's a YouTube channel.
Excuse me, I inhaled a hair. Bible B-sides, really? Oh yeah, there's a podcast. Actually, it's just called B-Sides Bible Stories.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Weird.
So cool. Okay, we got a concept. There we go.
I'm intrigued. Yeah. Sounds fun.
So what you could do
what's that?
So what you could do is we'll still launch it. We'll do it Easter of next year.
Oh.
Let's finish out the rest of this year. We'll start at Easter of next year. So you got between now and then to look up all the B-side stories of the Bible. That way we know exactly what we need to talk about, and we can kind of plan out the shows.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Cool. Perfect. I had somebody tell me the other day when I was going on vacation, and like, what are you going to do for your vacation? And I was like, oh, I'm going to relax. And they're like, yeah, but all you do is relax. I was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean all I do is relax?
Yeah, he's like, well, you just go to work and everything. I'm like, yeah, I do go to work. I work a full-time job Monday through Friday. And I also podcast on Mondays. And then I also podcast with Joe on, now it's Saturdays, which I'm fine with. It's great. But I'm also trying to get to the gym. I also got shit around the house. Like, he's like, and I'm doing the editing for these shows. And so it's not just that I'm laying around. And my vacation is not really a fucking vacation. It has been for the last couple of days. Wednesday and Thursday, I was able to just kind of relax. I mean, most of it's just because getting the footage from the vlogs uploaded has been a pain in the ass.
Such a pain. Oh my God.
Right. I tried doing it Tuesday night when I got home. And for some reason, it kept showing it was trying to upload for hours upon hours. Like just taking forever. So it finally got to the point where it only allowed half of it to be uploaded. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Well, then I finally figured out all I gotta do is connect my phone to my computer, and I can just transfer it that way. So, yeah, I was able to just connect the cord from the charging port to the computer, and I can just transfer that. So I got all my footage on my computer ready to go. I just gotta wait on yours.
Mine finally finished uploading this morning. Literally just now, I watched the last file say it was uploaded.
Awesome. Now I just gotta figure out how the hell do I get to it. Because I still don't understand all this fucking tech bullshit. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if I guess I go here. I don't even know. I want to get to the point. And it's like I told you yesterday. It's like the frustration of this should motivate us to make this bigger and better than ever so we can hire people to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be able for us to go out, shoot the footage, come back, drop everything off to a tech guy and say, awesome, get this stuff taken care of.
Yeah.
But I want somebody who has the genius enough to be able to, produce the footage and stuff on their own as well.
Right.
So here's where I'm at. So I'm looking at this. I'm on Google Drive right now. Mm-hmm. And all I see is the stuff that I uploaded onto this freaking show that I really don't need anymore because it's all uploaded onto my computer.
Right.
And it says it's 14.97 gigabytes of 15. It's 99% used. So how do I find the stuff that you uploaded?
So, in order to upload it the easiest way possible, I had to do a thing where I uploaded it to Google Photos, which counts against my drive space, but does not show up on my Google Drive, which is annoying as crap. But if you go to if you're logged in to my This Freakin' Show at Gmail, you should be able to go to photos.google.com, and they should all be there.
Oh, is that okay? Yeah, because I got Freaknet Studios and I got JFW's Gmails. I don't have. I got my personal one. I don't have yours on my computer, so I'll just have to log into you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to slowly work through all the editing and stuff and make sure that it gets done because we did 10 cemeteries. Plus we shot some bonus footage, so we'll be able to have 11 videos uploaded for Freaky Cemetery for this year. So we got to edit. I just really wish I had somebody else to do this shit, just because it's not time consuming to the extent where like it's gonna take hours upon hours upon hours. But it's definitely a lot easier when somebody knows what they're doing to do something rather than, trying to learn on the fly and stuff like that. And it's going to be a little bit trickier because, I got to splice my stuff and your stuff together and all this madness and everything. But it'll get done and we'll get them released and everything. And I'm just excited that, we're 2 weeks away from this Freaky show coming back out, which means Freaky Tales comes back. So we gotta start looking up some Freaky Tales for you to read, listeners. If you guys want to share your favorite short stories, we can have the Freak Joe read them on the show. And of course,
preferably public domain.
Yeah. We gotta stay with tradition. We'll have at least one Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, so
absolutely.
Yeah. I just like how the last couple episodes have already been Halloween themed, pumpkins and shit like that. So, already diving into the spirit.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Joe, a couple weeks ago, I was listening to. I'm a little behind on Geekcast Live.
No problem.
Excuse me. But a couple weeks ago, you guys were talking about some kind of bracket, and I was wondering if that was ever made. And I'm trying to remember what the bracket was about.
Oh shoot! What was the bracket about?
I wish I remembered. Because I've been meaning to talk to you about it for weeks now, and I just keep spacing on it. But
I feel like we made a bracket for March Madness, and then never actually followed through.
I know it was a March.
I think Ryan just decided one day this was the winner, and then we were done with it.
Gotcha. I know, like, when you guys were discussing it, it was, like a March Madness based bracket. I just can't remember what the hell it was about. Maybe TV
it was
shows.
Bad Guys? Best Bad Guys?
Jeez. God, it bugs me. I'm gonna have to think about it, and we're gonna have to talk about it, later, because I remember being really interested in it. I was like, that sounds pretty fucking cool. Like, I thought it was like a phrase or something like that. Like, it was a phrase bracket or some shit. But I gotta figure out, all I know is that, like, every time I try to listen to Geekcast Live, and I'm trying to figure out, like, where I can listen to it and how I can listen to it and everything, I just never know where I can listen to your guys' shows. Like, if I go to Google and I search Geekcast Live, the most recent show that's on there is October 12th of 2019.
Really?
Yeah, and you guys only have 20 episodes uploaded on Google Podcasts.
That sounds probably right.
That sounds right?
I don't know how they go to Google Podcasts.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, because you guys, because you don't do it through Podbean like we do.
No, we do it through Livewire. I don't remember. Wherever we upload it, I think that's where we.
Isn't Livewire the illegal music downloading stream thing?
No, it's LimeWire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spotify seems like it's
I'm not
okay.
even sure if it's Livewire.
Spotify seems like it has everything. September 8th was your last show, which would that might make sense.
That'd be right. Yeah, we should have one coming today at some time, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I never know when. GCR does all the editing, and his son has been playing soccer. And the soccer tournaments are usually Saturday mornings. So we get it when we get it.
Solid. Yeah, I can't remember when
That's funny.
Yeah, I can't remember when the bracket was, but I was like, that's kind of fucking interesting. Because I mean, we did one for presidents a few years back, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There was one thing I had an idea something I wanted to do here. I was kind of like drafting like different random things, but that's like a big thing on some other podcasts, and I don't want to rip off everything from other people's shows.
Right?
But
Hey, what did say? Good artist borrow, great artist steal.
That fucking Einstein, Edison.
I don't know who said it.
Who stole patents? Was that Edison?
Oh, Edison. Edison stole patents all the time. You'd think Einstein would because he worked in the patent office, but no, it was Edison.
Yeah. Stole what Tesla shit.
Yep.
Then what Tesla like died poor in the streets or something.
Yeah. In love with a pigeon because he was insane at the end.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I keep getting him mixed up with Poe because I think Poe was found in the streets one time as like a what's that called, like a desolate or something like that.
Yeah, destitute.
Destitute. Yeah,
I think Poe was actually found dead in the street. And it's speculated, like, we don't know if he was murdered or if he just, like, drank too much on a cold night or what the deal was. But yeah, I think Tesla died in a hospital, but it was like a hospital for the poor kind of a thing. Back when we used to have those.
God, his stone is huge. If we ever do Maryland, we gotta see if Westminster Hall is one of the haunted ones.
Yeah.
See here.
Is that Poe?
Yeah. October 3rd, 1849, Poe was found semi-conscious in Baltimore in great distress and in need of immediate assistance, according to Joseph W. Walker, who found him. He was taken to the Washington Medical College, where he died on Sunday, October 7th, 1849, at 5 in the morning. Poe was not coherent long enough to explain how he came to be in his dire condition and why he was wearing clothes that were not his own. He is said to have repeatedly called out the name Reynolds on the night before his death, though it's unclear to whom he was referring. His attending physician said that Poe's final words were, "Lord, help my poor soul." All of the relevant medical records have been lost, including Poe's death certificate.
Wild.
The newspaper.
He's buried in an unmarked grave.
Is he?
He was. That was originally in 1849.
Oh.
What about newspaper? Sorry.
Newspapers at the time report Poe's death was congestion of the brain or cerebral inflammation, common euphemisms for death from disreputable cause such as alcoholism. Cause of death remains a mystery. Speculation has included delirium tremens, heart disease, epilepsy, syphilis, meningeal inflammation, I don't fucking know, cholera, carbon monoxide poisoning, and rabies. One theory dating from 1872 suggests that Poe's death resulted from cooping, a form of electoral fraud in which citizens were forced to vote for a particular candidate, sometimes leading to violence and even murder.
Wild.
Weird.
I never heard of that.
Immediately after Poe's death, his literary rival, Rufus Wilmot Griswold, wrote a slanted, high-profile obituary under a pseudonym, filled with falsehoods that cast Poe as a lunatic and which described him as a person who's walked the streets in madness or melancholy, with lips moving in indistinct curses, or with eyes unturned in passionate prayer, never for himself, or he felt or professed to feel that he was already damned. Interesting.
Rude.
Griswold sounds like a piece of shit.
Yeah, sounds like a real jerk.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I do love Poe, though.
Solid author.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hemingway, same way.
Yep. Good old Hemingway.
Good old Hemingway. Suicide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Although his method of writing was to sit, I believe he described it as to sit down at the typewriter and bleed.
Oh, yeah. Also probably drunk.
Oh yeah, dude drank more than I think almost any author. I think the only person who can go toe to toe for substance abuse is probably Stephen King.
Stephen King, an alcoholic?
Used to be. Yes, he's recovered. I believe he's been sober for like 50, or probably not 50 years, but probably 30 or 40 years.
Oh, I guess, writing the stories he would. You would have to be some kind of mental alteration.
Yeah. Actually, now to think about it, I think it was 1999 when he was hit by the van, and it was after that he quit drinking.
He was hit by a van?
Yeah.
Like on purpose?
No, someone else was drunk driving, and he stepped into the street and got hit. So I think it was after that he reevaluated his choices and was like,
God, how would you feel about being that guy? Like, you're the guy that struck Stephen King.
Oh yeah, you almost killed Stephen King, America's greatest author of the generation or whatever. Yeah, no, King he was a drinker, he was a smoker, he did cocaine. Cujo was written in like a week on like a cocaine bender. He doesn't even remember writing it. Yeah. But he quit. He quit all that. He feels like his mind is a little slower, but it still works enough that he can write, a novel every 2 months, so.
Have you read his stories pre and post alcoholism?
I think technically I have.
Do they all kind of seem like similar, or can you see a difference? Yeah.
No, he's just as good a writer now as he was then.
Gotcha. R.L. Stine. Every time I think of Stephen King, I think of R.L. Stine. The Goosebumps guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see they're rebooting that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they're rebooting like Goosebumps into like I think Justin Long's in it.
Fascinating. So they're doing like a Goosebumps TV series, or is it the movie series?
I want to say it's a Netflix series.
Fascinating. Oh, I do apologize. Brian Edwin Smith, who hit Stephen King with the van, he says he wasn't drunk driving. He had been distracted by his dog, which at the time of the accident was loose in the vehicle.
Probably should have just went with drunk.
Yeah.
Goosebumps is scheduled to be released on October 13th, 2023 on Disney Plus and Hulu simultaneously as part of the Hollow Stream and Huluween streaming blocks, respectively.
Nice. Classic.
Yeah. So that's coming back. I don't know. I've never seen the Goosebumps movie with Jack Black in it. That just doesn't seem appealing to me. But I may watch this because it's an actual series, and I'm wondering if it's going to do like different episodes pertaining to different R.L. Stine books or different Goosebumps books.
I think that'd be fun. I like that idea.
Yeah, I love Halloween so much just because of all the fucking content and shit that's out there that people can be part of.
Absolutely. I liked the old Goosebumps show.
I did too. I think my favorite one that I still remember to this day was the one where a plant took over the identity of a dad.
Oh man, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
That's the one that I remember vividly compared to any other one. I don't remember any other one except for that one. And it's just because at the very end, she's holding this weed killer, or this spray or whatever, and she has to decide which one's the dad and which one's not. And in my mind, now that I'm an adult, I think to myself, if that really was weed killer, she probably could have just sprayed them both.
Right.
Because
it's not going to kill her dad.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the very ending part where her dad starts yelling princess, because at the very beginning she's like, hey, he doesn't even call me princess anymore, blah, blah, blah. And that was her determination to decide who her real dad was. But any other Goosebumps movie I do not recall or show, I do not remember. I remember that one the most. A lot of my memories of like those types of TV shows or whatever, I remember more of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, yeah.
And Tales from the Crypt.
Excellent. Both fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Goosebumps one I remember is the one with the mask that comes to life. Slowly takes over your body or whatever.
I don't remember that one. I remember the movie Mask with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, no, not that. See if I can find the name of it. Show me all the episodes. Why are you making me go through one by one? The Haunted Mask was the name of it. It was episode 1 of the whole thing.
Oh.
But she puts on this mask, and as the longer she wears it, the more the mask like takes over her, and then she like turns into the monster that the mask is representative of, or whatever, until she can get out. I think she's able to like at the end of it through whatever Deus Ex Machina it takes. She's able to like free herself from the mask and then kill it with acid or something.
See, that was the biggest difference between Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, and Tales from the Crypt. Is that, as far as I can remember one Goosebumps vividly. The rest I don't. You may know them a little bit better than me, so you could answer this. Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps always seem to have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt never did. It just ended the way it ended.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could Twitch and watch like Halloween shit together, like during October.
That'd be fun. I'd be into trying that.
I would really like to get involved in Twitch more and do some shit. Just because like I think having that video live stream would be a little bit more fun than doing the audio live streams on Podbean.
Right.
Like I wonder if is there a way where we could is it called simulcasting? Like where we're like on at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that, but also like watch like a Halloween movie or something while on it. You know, we just do like random ones, like we could watch like Goosebumps or shit like that, or even like put on like a horror movie and people could watch me like freak the fuck out because I'm a bitch when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta be some decent content, right?
Right. They got a squad stream. Let's up to 4 creators go live and stream together in one window.
Why not? Because Clint does his show like that.
Yeah. So like maybe there's a way to set it up to where it's like, you know, you're in one window, I'm in one window, and then a third window has the movie or show.
Yeah. We should look into that. Yeah, I'll find out. Yeah, because I think that'll be fun to do. You know, it's just adding more content to, you know, us as Freaknet Studios.
Yeah.
You know, plus, you know, people can subscribe and, you know, all that other stuff, and that's always fun. You know?
Right.
So, Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
I am freaking thinking about, honestly, Oktoberfest. I know I'm not going to your Oktoberfest over at Steam Hollow, but the church is getting ready for its Oktoberfest, October 7th. So, which technically not an Oktoberfest. I found out most Oktoberfests happen in September, even in Germany.
What do you guys do for your Oktoberfest?
We usually just have some food and some live music and some lawn games.
Fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. So I don't know. I say usually. We've had one. Last year was our first one. This is our second annual. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it should be. I think it'll be a good time. I enjoy it. Last year, I hope that because this year, hopefully, I'll have more help. Last year, I kind of did everything by myself, and so I was running back and forth the whole time. I didn't really get to enjoy the fest. So, and I'm sure I'll be busy, but hopefully, I can like listen to the music more this time.
Yeah, you ever look into getting the organist from the Chicago Cubs?
No, I keep thinking about it. We just haven't got around to doing. We haven't even started to plan the organ concert yet, and it's been like a year and a half. Embarrassing. It is what it is.
Yeah. If we have nothing, we have time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything.
No, but I like it. What about you? What are you freaking thinking about?
September 30th, SCW is having their biggest show of the year, their WrestleMania, for you wrestling fans out there. And I've been working with, because I kind of help with the booking and stuff for SCW now, and trying to figure that stuff out as far as getting the matches and stuff together. Like if I'm looking at it correctly, we're gonna have about 14 matches, which is pretty big. It's a big card compared to what we normally do, which is anywhere from like 9 to like 9. So it's a bigger card. But trying to finalize that stuff and get that stuff all figured out, that's kind of been part of my vacation, is working with that, and also trying to, because that's September 30th, but then in October, we're also, putting together a tournament, for Steam Hollow, at Steam Hollow, a tournament to crown a brewmaster kind of champion. So I'm really excited. Actually, I don't think that's been announced yet, but fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, working on the bracket for that. So that's actually why I kind of brought up the whole bracket thing from Geekcast Live earlier, is because the bracket stuff has been on my mind a lot lately, trying to figure out how we want the tournament to look and all that other stuff. And I think I came up with a pretty cool idea about how to do it. I just gotta see if I could sell it to the owner of Southland to do it the way I think we should do it. But yeah, wrestling, the next couple of shows and everything I've been kind of thinking about a lot lately. So
nice.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But it's only about an hour. Not enough time. I think more people need more Cartoon Joe. So where can they go?
If you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Excellent. Guys, yeah. I think I failed to mention it, but I just want to remind you all that our show is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether they be graded or raw. Carter Comics does have it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com and check out their amazing store. Fill your cart up with all their amazing comics. At checkout, use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. You'll save 10% on your entire order. Not just at their website, but on their 4 different eBay accounts. Links to all those can be found on their homepage, CarterComics.com. Our discount code will work there as well. So bid, buy outright, negotiate a price. You can save 10% on your final order at the eBay accounts or at CarterComics.com. If you scroll through the store and you can't find what you're looking for, reach out to them. And they may have it in stock. They have thousands of titles yet to hit the store. They keep adding more and more every week. So make sure you reach out to them, hoping to find what you have been looking for and see if they can accommodate you at that point. Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching This Freakin' Show. And, of course, you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it be iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, just by searching This Freakin' Show. Guys, that's all I got. So, as always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freakin' Show. I'm out.